Hi guys, back with another video. It's been a while since I've uploaded a video, and I just thought maybe I would put something together here. Now, even though I haven't been uploading, I do spend a lot of time on YouTube watching other people's videos. Several channels I subscribe to. And one of the channels I was watching, guy was actually had several racks and European mounts, and he was talking about the different bucks he's taken over the years. And I thought, well, that's a pretty good idea for a video. So here I am, I'm at my mother's place. Keep a lot of my hunting stuff here. As you can see, we got all kind of racks and stuff. These were bucks I've taken over the years. Now, I've spent 16 years hunting in West Virginia, and I think 41 years hunting in Pennsylvania. As you can see on the skull cap on some of these deer, it says bow. I'm sure you pretty well know that was an archery kill. As you can see, some of these racks are rather small. And to tell you the truth, I was never a trophy hunter. The deer was legal. I was happy with the legal deer. That didn't matter to me. Pennsylvania didn't start antler restrictions until 2003. So that was when you had to start, counting points before you'd pull the trigger. So we got a lot of different bucks here on the wall. Talk a little bit about some of these. This was my first deer. I got it in 1977. I was 13 years old. It's my first deer ever. My dad told me he would get my first deer mounted, and he did. And some of these deer are really rough looking. This was my first buck, 1980. It was just a half rack. But I was proud as could be at this deer. Actually shot it running. First buck I ever got, and I shot it running. This was my dad's first deer. He shot that when he was 16. He actually mounted that himself when he was 16. And this deer here was one of my daughter's bucks she got. At that time, I was dabbling in taxidermy a little bit. I needed something to practice on that, really didn't mean a lot. It wasn't a big rack, so I mounted that buck. And she also got this little spike. I mounted that for her. But, they look really ragged. They don't look too good. We got some other deer here. This one just had a real red coat. I got that second week of rifle season. I don't know why. It was just the coat was very red. The mount doesn't show it, but when you looked at the whole deer, it really was a red color, real red color. So when I look at these racks, I can see a lot of different, I can remember, the hunt on a lot of these deer, the different circumstances, the things that took place. Like this deer here, this deer, and this deer. I used to hunt on a hillside in West Virginia, and depending on how high up the hill the deer was, it could be anywhere from 300 to 350 yards, measured with the rangefinder. So I got both those. I used to sit on that same hillside every year. Got those two bucks from that hillside, and I shot several does from that same hillside. But just a lot of memories when you look at them. You can remember different things. I see some of them got some cobwebs hanging on them. Something I just wanted to show here. A lot of different, memories and stories. Shot this buck here. Where's it at? This one here. Yeah, it was thundering and lightning all morning. I was sitting out before daylight, waiting to start hunting, and lightning was striking around me. I was sitting in an open field on a hillside, and I almost went to the vehicle to get out of the thunderstorm, but I was afraid somebody would jump in my spot, so I stayed put. A lot of different memories. Now this rack here, the skull cap split a little bit. This buck here, I remember that. I got it with the rifle, but I saw it in archery season. I was drawn back on it 25 yards, and it was facing me, and I didn't shoot. But I saw it again in rifle season and got it. This buck right here, it was a 7-point. I won a buck pull with it. that year. Like I said, back then there wasn't antler restrictions. Guys were happy with a spike. I want a buck pull with that deer. This one here, just a half rack. I shot it the third day of rifle season in West Virginia. It's a lot of different stories. A lot of different stories. This buck here, I shot this deer. There were 3 bucks coming, walking in single file. They were coming my way, and they got progressively bigger as you went farther back the line with all 3 of them. The last one was a nice buck. He was the first one, and he was acting a little suspicious. And I just had it in my mind that he wasn't going to come. He wasn't going to get past me without the other bucks knowing I was there. I better, go ahead and take the shot. So I shot that buck. And I got him, but I probably could have waited and got a nicer buck, but I was happy just to get a buck. A lot of different stories, a lot of interesting things with a lot of these. I know, which one was it? It was this one here, a little 3-point. I shot that buck with a bow. It was 50 yards. Now, at that time, I did a lot of 3D shooting. I shot a lot of 3D courses. Won a lot of trophies at that time. And I watched that buck and a bigger buck. They were at 50 yards. The bigger buck they were feeding on acorns. The bigger buck was behind a lot of brush and stuff. Watched him for 15, 20 minutes. He was broadside the whole time, and I just went ahead and took the shot. 50 yards. He only went, after I shot him, he went like another 40 yards. But I was happy just to get him. Like I said, I wasn't too concerned about a trophy buck. There's been a lot of different stories with a lot of these deer where I could have shot a bigger one, but the smaller one's closer, and that's the one I took. But those are some of my racks from over the years. Just thought I'd do a quick video. I'll probably drug out pretty long. But that's it. That's my video, guys. I thank you guys for watching my channel, watching my videos. I appreciate it. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.